Hello and welcome to the monthly Vlogdate for July 2018. For those of you new to this, basically this is where I talk about my thoughts on the free PS Plus games that are coming out for the month, and just in general anything I want to talk about that's coming out, or the sound to the channel or something. So anyway, let's get this started. So for the first games coming out on the PS4, which is two big games actually, because this month is kind of alright actually. But the first game is a game called Heavy Rain, which for those of you who ever heard of a game that recently just came out called Detroit Become Human, it's made by the same people. And I think it's just new that's now coming out on the PS4 as a remake. Because it was originally on the PS3, so I don't know if it was already on the PS4 or it's now being remade on the PS4. Basically, it's a psychological thriller, as PlayStation calls it. But it's a game where you play, as if I remember correctly, 4 people. A father who gets caught up in the whole mess because the son gets kidnapped by the villain known as the Origami Killer, hence there being origami shape as its like cover for the game. Then there's a female reporter out trying to uncover the past about the Origami Killer. Then you've got, I want to say he's a private detective searching something about the Origami Killer. And then you got an actual detective with some weird, freaky sci-fi glasses that for whatever reason I still never figured out because I already beat the game affects him. But yeah, you play as 4 people who got this journey, all end up eventually getting linked to the Origami Killer in some way. But it's interesting given that you could literally kill them all or have their stories not intertwine with each other. There's kind of like a bunch of things that could happen with all 4 characters. And it's just interesting, I think. And I think for whatever reason, I think a lot of people don't like the game, or like a lot of the games that made by the people who make this game. I'm repeating myself a lot. But yeah, personally, I really love the game. And the whole idea how a lot of things end up affecting how the endings all play out. Because this game's not entirely the happiest. It's very difficult to get the happy ending for all the characters. Because you can get for some, while others are sad or they're dead. All sorts of things happen. So yeah, if you're someone who enjoys pick your own adventure type of games, you're probably going to enjoy this. Because I'd rather not try to go too much into it besides the basics of how this game is. Because it's really great. And if you don't have a broken controller like me, you should be fine, sort of. Unless you're bad at QTEs, you should be fine. So next up on the PS4 is a game called Absolver. I think I'm saying that right. But it's a unique fighting game given that I'm not into fighting games because I suck at them. But I mean, I enjoyed For Honor. I just hate how the community is in that game for gameplay wise. But for the most part with like that, it's like one of the few fighting games I was okay with. And Absolver has a unique thing about it that has me interested in wanting to try, and okay, it's free, so why not? The mechanics that apparently you create your own fighting style, and that you have to collect it through enemies or through a mentor. So it's interesting because like there you got 4 stances, and you somehow set up your own combat moves through different styles, I guess. I'm not entirely sure, given that I've obviously not played it. But yeah, the idea of making your own fighting combat seems very interesting to me. And story-wise, I have no clue. As far as I know, you're on an island, everyone wears masks, and you fight with fists, usually. And I think the only problem I've heard about this game is that it's supposedly, like, very hard to grind or very tedious to grind for different fighting moves. But other than that, I don't think there's any other issue than that. Maybe cooperative play or like playing with friends might be difficult too. But other than that, I would imagine that stuff would have been fixed by now. But yeah, it just seems like an interesting fighting game. I have no clue if there's a story or not to this game, but I'm gonna find out by the time this video is probably out. But yeah, if you enjoy fighting games, if it sounds interesting, given that you have your own fighting combat, maybe check it out. It's gonna be free after all for the month. So next up on the list is on the PS3, which I think these games are kind of okay. I'm very unsure about one of them, but the first one is Rayman 3, which as far as I know is a sort of old school classic game, because Rayman 3 compared to the new one that's out, I believe, or that's been recently out for a while. Sounds like that. Make it sound like there's another Rayman game. I'm not sure. I don't keep track with it. But Rayman 3 is apparently 3D. It's kind of, if anything, if I had to give it an idea how this game seemed like, it's kind of like Ratchet and Clank, for anyone knows that, or Banjo and Kazooie, or basically any game similar to those. That's what these games are. I just know Ratchet and Clank more because I've played that when I was much younger. I've seen my brother play and I know he enjoys it. But yeah, it's basically like that game where it's action platformer with, I think Rayman 3 you might also have tools of different type of weapons, sort of. But yeah, other than that, I mean, it's an okay game. It's a classic game as far as I know. So yeah, that's interesting. Might check it out on PS3. So next up on the list is, I have no clue what the fuck this game is. Deception 4, the Nightmare Princess. And if you're watching the trailer that I'm like showing at the bottom corner, I have no clue what the fuck this game is. It's, I think, a sort of dungeon building sort of base. And it's made by the same people who makes Dynasty Warriors, so I think there's fighting in this. But other than that, I don't know. It seems like a weird, fucked up, super over-the-top final attack moves of some sort of like Bayonetta, but put in a dungeon building base type of style. That's why I basically got out of the trailer. I have no clue what it's about. It's such a weird trailer for this game. So, I mean, maybe check it out, see what it's about. I have no clue. God, I'm lost with words with what this game is. So, given that it's for the 4th in the series, it's like, how has this game made it this far? Anyways, yeah, it's a game. I don't know what to think about it. So it's a game that's free for the month on the PS3. So next up are the PS Vita games, which I think maybe there's a chance that both these games might be cross-buy, because I heard that apparently Space Overlords, which is the first one, is apparently you could probably cross-play it on the PS4. I mean, it seems like a simple game if you enjoy causing chaos, because apparently you're like the aliens destroying havoc on different planets. And there's a co-op and versus mode, I think, to this game, to cause havoc with friends, or to each other. Yeah, and you can also apparently make your own planets, but I mean, this game seems very simplistic, so I'm just gonna move on, because I mean, it's a simple little game to play. There might be fireworks going off, it might caught that. So anyways, maybe the aliens are like, maybe they're firing off weapons. So finally on the list for the PS games that are gonna be free, and this game is actually a game that I've been interested in. It's called Zero Escape Zero Time Dilemma, which is sort of a visual-esque novel of sorts, in which it's kind of similar to anyone who's watched my channel and watched me play through the game called The Letter. Basically, this game is where it's like if you had Jigsaw or the Saw movies turned into anime form. That's what basically this game is about. So you have, I think the trailer said 9 people, and all 9 have to get out in some way. And they can't, depending on your choices, you could kill them all. Or save them all. I would imagine that'd probably be like the best ending. But, unless it's like the lair where some people have to die. But yeah. It seemed interesting, given it's all but anime. So it's a bit weird, but very serious. And it's dark tone setting. So yeah, that's all the PS Plus games for the month. Most of these are very interesting. Also, for whatever reason, Black Ops 3, I think? One of the Black Ops games, Black Ops games, is apparently going to be free, I think, still for this month, or it's already passed almost for last month, in order to apparently celebrate some sort of anniversary, I think, for series, I think. I don't know. I don't give a shit about Black Ops, or COD, or whatever. I think it's just a COD game, not Black Ops. But, yeah, one of the COD games, whatever, is apparently free. Maybe this month, or maybe it's past. I don't remember. So, yeah. If it's still around, maybe you can download it if you like COD. So, I don't know if anyone's noticed on my channel that I may or may not have stopped, like, a couple series. Like, just out of the blue. But, I mean, I've not stopped because one of them being Chess Ablaze. I have videos of the game. I've just not finished it yet, along with multiple games. I have a bunch of videos. I just need to schedule them, because at this point, I think most of my series, I'd have to check. It's like Mass Effect or something else got finished. I don't remember. I don't entirely keep track, because for a while, I think like for the past month or 2 or 3, I don't remember. For like a while, I've had like a bunch of videos just set up pre-scheduled so I could do a bunch of other things. But now I've come across a situation where I'm like, I need to get videos ready again. So I could do whatever the fuck I want again. Instead of making just videos all day. Not that it's a problem, make it sound like it is. But I mean, I just have a lot of things I want to do. So yeah. So for like a week or 2, there may or may not be a chance where there'll be days where there won't be a video, because I don't think I uploaded anything on Monday as of this week of this video coming out. But yeah, I think for right now, Fragile Dreams, which is a series I just started, sort of again. I mean, I recorded that game like back in January, I think, and I'm just now getting around to uploading it because there's finally free slots again on my channel to upload stuff. But yeah, I think for a while that might be like the only series. I think there might be something else, but that might be like one of the few series that's gonna be there on my channel uploading till I could get other videos again uploaded. So yeah, hopefully no one minds that. It's a sad ass game about loneliness that I could relate to. So I just thought it was interesting to play through. I don't know if anyone gives a shit, but I finally have my ID card. I'd show it, but 1, I look terrible, and 2, I don't know if someone could, I don't know, steal my information from my ID card. So yeah, 2 reasons why I'm not gonna show it. But yeah, and words. But yeah, basically what that just means that I'm like a step closer to actually getting my Twitch donation to actually work for anyone who happens to go to my Twitch to watch me that may or may not want to donate money to me to support me in the things I do, because I do stuff, too many things if anything. But yeah, because I remember a while ago someone donated money. Unfortunately, I can claim that $5. I would say who it is, but I'm pretty sure PayPal gave me their actual name, so that probably would be right to do. But yeah, unfortunately, I have to just let PayPal auto-send it back to that person. If you're still watching, it's that person who gave that money. That's my reason. Because I couldn't claim it, because I have a problem with PayPal on my end. Because I know that there's all sorts of problems with PayPal, but this is sort of a problem with my end. So yeah, I'm just like a step closer to, hey, for anyone who has monies extra anyways, obviously you're more important than myself to give monies. But yeah, I'm like a step closer to people supporting me through Muns. Because that's a thing people do. With Patreon, Ko-fi, and whatever donation sites you could do to support your favorite channels. If I'm your favorite, I don't know. Hi. If you find me as a favorite, you probably have bad taste. Bad taste. I know words. I appreciate it anyways. Anyways, yeah. So I think this video's gone long enough. So I've rambled enough. So if you enjoyed this video, hit the like button. If you want to see more of me being stupid and me fucking up words a lot, go subscribe and if you know of anything I do. Apparently I'm quite well known, sort of. I don't know. People seem to find my channel through visual novels for a reason. But yeah, I mean, go subscribe if you're interested in that stuff. And yeah, if you got anything to say in the comments below. Until then, I'll see you guys either on the next video or a stream, comrades.